I'm good. Good to go? Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Sun. I'm from Hong Kong, from Kantar Media. And I realize I'm the last guy standing between you and a really cold beer. So I'll try to use the next 30 minutes as concise as possible. And hopefully, I can provide you with a good idea of what we do and how our technology can help you to engage with the audience. So Kantar Media, for those of you not familiar, we're the world leader in terms of media intelligence, and we measure all aspects of media, and we help our clients by delivering an effective and efficient media communication strategy. Here in the US, our ad intel provides a currency rating for ad expenditure. And as a global company here, we have over four decades of experience and more than 4,000 people. We operate across all the main continents and over 50 countries. So what is Sync Now? So Sync Now is our automatic content recognition technology. And we're really here to help the broadcasters by building an immersive and engaging experience by leveraging the individual mobiles your viewers have. So when they watch TV, we build this interactive dual screen experience. Our watermarking is one of the best technologies in the world. We've had many years of development, and we have a very high quality technology to serve the broadcasters and the content owners. And in fact, our technology is commercially deployed at over 700 channels around the world. So we're talking about India, talking about Europe, and Netherlands, France. And over the years, we've had the pleasure to be recognized by industry bodies on several occasions for our engineering excellence and innovations, and also our contribution to the broadcast technology in general. So Sync Now, in terms of market positioning, we see ourselves as a technology enabler. So we work with the broadcasters, either with their own in-house app development team or the third-party development team, and we provide different tools for them to embed our audio watermark. And there are two critical parts in order to make the watermark system happen. And that really, the first part is to make sure the watermark is embedded in the content. So we have several options to embed the audio. And the second important part of a watermark system is the detection, it's the decoding process. So we provide the library for both Android and iOS systems. And we do that with our app developers. Sorry. So what is the synchronized TV experience? Well, normally, as we know, when we watch TV, we're not paying 100% attention anymore. We are splitting our concentration between the main screen and the second screen. So with our technology, the aim is to capture viewers' attention by providing this dual screen interactivity. The example you're seeing here is the typical example of dual screen ad campaign. And that is when you have a main screen advert being shown on the TV and running a complementary interactive experience on the mobile. And how do we do that? So firstly, the watermark is encoded in the streams, in the content, in the delivery, before airing. When the watermark is being, when the content is being broadcasted on TV, the personal devices will become content aware. And thanks to the watermark, it provides accurate, second-to-accurate interaction with the content on television, whether it's in the part of a program or a TV commercial. And when it identifies which kind of program you're watching, it allows for accurate and timely synchronized interactive experience to be delivered on the individual handsets. So I'd like to talk about some of the benefits of Sync Now. So first of all, interactivity. Interactivity enhances the viewer experience. By having accurate interactivity, you're building a one-on-one connection directly with the individual viewers. And that's a powerful setting to enable additional services. Also, with accurate synchronization, our technology guarantees that synchronization will happen regardless whether the viewer is watching on linear or time shift. And our technology is proven to work across broadcast and broadband. So if you recall the synchronized dual-screen campaign ad scenario, with this type of two-screen synchronization, we're providing increased attention for the viewer to pay more attention during the ad breaks and improving brand recall, and we're maximizing and enhancing the brand message. And by having interactivity, what the broadcaster is able to achieve is to collect on a continuous basis of individual viewership data. And through this individual metrics, almost like an internet cookie where we will have a TV cookie. And that is really useful in order to serve and to retarget these individuals at a later date. And last but not least, our technology allows the broadcaster to measure the stickiness of their content. So how much affinity your viewer has towards your content. So in terms of product offering, we provide several ways to encode the watermark. So we have both a live solution. So this is a hardware-based encoding solution, and it allows the broadcaster to be able to embed the watermark on a 24/7 basis. But also we have offline solution here available for content producers to be able to embed the watermark against a certain set of programming. And for the detection part, we have an SDK for both Android and iOS to ensure the app developers can very quickly integrate our technology to make sure the apps become content aware. So I think with the very brief kind of introduction and overview of our technology, I think it might be useful to share with everyone some of the case studies where our partners around the world have taken our technology and built some very interesting, engaging experiences. So we're starting off with a quiz show. I think everyone's familiar with The Voice, and Talpa is the format producer behind The Voice. They've been very successful, obviously, globally. What Do I Know is another TV format from Talpa, and this is a quiz show. And the idea is for TV audience to play along with the contestants in the studio, and by providing a companion app, this caters for the audience and incentivize them to play when they watch the show on TV. And it's a great example of mass participation on the broadcast content. And we were able to very successfully have this launched across Europe. So in France, in the Netherlands, and the example here in France on M6, we had 500,000 active users, on a weekly basis, interact using the companion app with the weekly show. And in terms of engagement rates, we were able to obtain a 20%. And this is a very good indication of the fact viewers are like this way to be engaged and to interact with the TV content. Another example here is one of the sports data apps we've been able to commercially deploy. And this is in the UK. So it's called a horse tracker app, and it's very popular on Channel 4. So what happens in the horse race typically is you have a large number of horses racing very close to each other. So So traditionally, when you're watching a horse race on TV, you can't actually tell where your horse is because all the horse heads are coupled up together. With the app itself, it provides a very second accurate information on the actual position of the horse. And this is done based on placing an RFID in the saddle of individual horse. Then it became challenging for Channel 4 to ensure the positioning system and the broadcast are perfectly aligned. Because you see, some of the audience are watching the race on terrestrial, whilst others are watching on satellite. And to address the broadcast latency, using our watermark system will ensure the interaction was always accurate for the individual users. And again, this app was tremendously successful, and for a time on the App Store in the UK, it was rated #1. And also we had 165,000 users actively using the app. Next up, this is a really interesting case. So in terms of product placement, Samsung found this really innovative way to deliver that for their clients in Turkey. So Kara Power Aşk is a very popular TV drama in Turkey. And the use case here is for the drama series there, they provided viewers with an opportunity to really view the product placement provided on the mobile phone during the TV drama. And the app also rewarded the users by providing exclusive bonus content. And it was extremely successful, the fact the TV drama was tuned in by over 22 million viewers in Turkey. And the app itself was a phenomenal success. So in 3 weeks, we had 55,000 people downloading, and the number of engagement really speaks volume. And the app was able to win awards for its creativity. We have another example here, and this is really, again, it's very creative. It's what I would refer to as a hybrid app. So NPO, the operator in Netherlands, they were able to build an additional feature for their streaming app. So during live broadcasting, instead of watching and for the viewers to consume on the app, they were able to synchronize the experience and for the user to interact with the same app for live scheduled programming. And again, for a country like Netherlands, where the total population is 6 million, 1.5 million is a testament of the success of this deployment. And again, this app was very successful, and they won awards in the Netherlands for the creativity. So we have another case study here with the D17. So D17 is a bit like MTV for the youngsters in France, and they were able to build a companion experience for their viewers and really to engage the Generation X, the millennials, who would be very much engaged with complementary content being served on the mobile device. And at the same time, D17 was able to use the application to validate their actual viewers on the individual basis. Through the app, they were able to accurately identify who are watching their programs. And another example here is with Children's BBC in the UK. So as you know, the BBC does not run any ads. They're actually funded by the taxpayers in the UK through the TV license scheme. So the interest for them was that they realized the new generation of kids, these are not your TV audience. They don't have this habit of watching TV. And in fact, for example, my daughter, for example, when she goes up to TV, the first thing she does is slide from left to right. So this is a very different kind of new generation the broadcaster have to deal with. And the BBC solution was to come up with this dual screen interactivity, and by allowing their young viewers to be able to participate on the kids quiz show and to capture that and to curate that experience through a dedicated second screen app. Again, the result was quite phenomenal in the sense that they had a 15% conversion rate and over 100,000 downloads for what I would refer to as a very niche app. So this is just a kids app. The next case study I'd like to share with everyone, again, is very special. So this is the Vienna State Opera. And for them, they actually operate a pay TV subscription service around the world. And because of the quality of their service, many people around the world subscribe to this. The challenge was that for people who were not familiar with the opera, it was very difficult for them to understand what was so Vienna State Opera decided to provide the scores, the music scores, as well as the lyrics in the local language. And they were able to serve that accurately to the performance and deliver it on your own personal device. So I think we have one of the last examples here, and this is Zumu. So Zumu is produced by Natural History New Zealand. They specialize in documentaries and animal-related programmings. For Zumu, the idea was to be able to build this dual-screen experience for kids who would love to learn more about animals. And Zumu, the broadcast content is available across most of Asia Pacific, including Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and they were just launching in Vietnam at the beginning of this year. With the app, they provide a gamification experience and also an enhanced and extended experience for the young viewers to learn about the animals. And during the TV broadcast, the app is able to recognize which episode the children are tuning in thanks to the watermark and reward them with the surprise gifts. As you can see on the screen there, the gifts are being presented on the pop-up balloons. And again, Zumu has been extremely successful in the wide adoption across different countries. This case study here comes from Japan. So WOW is a pay TV operator in Japan. They operate 3 channels. And for WOW, it's very important for them to build this experience for their English TV drama fans and to be able to provide a personalized synchronization experience on the mobile. And the WOW app called Drama Diego was able to allow the viewers to accurately follow their favorite English drama series by serving them the subtitles, both in English and in Japanese. So it's a way for audience to learn English, but also it's a fun experience. And this was quite successful in the way that a lot of the users were periodically synchronizing. They were very active. And yeah, sorry, that was the last slide. Now, I'd like to ask everyone, do you have any questions? Or is there any particular kind of side of our technology? Sorry, go on.
I have a question. Sorry, I was wondering, can you embed the technology inside the browser? Does it always need to be a separate app, or can you use plugins or any type of technology to embed that inside, say, a Firefox or a Chrome or anything like that?
Yeah, so I think our technology, so we provide an SDK in order for the app developer to integrate that. I think previously we've had some discussions relating to browsers, but most of our integration is really based on the mobile app itself. I think what could be interesting is if I can get across your contact details, we can talk about the integration and the specifics for your interest. And
it was more a general question. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, does anyone else have any questions related to Sync Now? All right. So I guess, yeah, that's really the usual wrap-up.